Your mindset is the single most important factor in determining your success. Tony Robbins. Think about that for a second. The way you think can shape your entire life. Your mindset can either propel you toward greatness or keep you locked in a cycle of mediocrity. Today, we're diving deep into the mindsets that either make or break your life. What if I told you that simply changing your mindset could turn everything around for you? Whether you're feeling stuck, facing challenges, or simply wanting to elevate your life, it all starts with how you think. Let's explore the powerful mindsets that create success and the toxic ones that hold us back. Toxic mindsets that break your life, the "I'm not good enough" mindset. One of the most damaging beliefs is the idea that you're just not good enough. This mindset makes you doubt your abilities, question your worth, and fear taking risks. It traps you in a constant loop of negative self-talk and limits your potential. Studies have shown that people who constantly engage in self-doubt are less likely to take action, which hinders their personal and professional growth. But remember, fear and self-doubt are illusions. They exist only in your mind. When you allow yourself to believe you're not capable, you start living in fear of failure, and that fear stops you from even trying. Successful people don't let fear hold them back. They understand that failure is a necessary part of growth. As best-selling author Tim Ferriss says, "What we fear doing most is usually what we most need to do." The "I'm stuck in my circumstances" mindset. Another mindset that breaks your life is the belief that you are a victim of your circumstances. Feeling trapped in your current situation, whether it's a job you hate, a relationship that's going nowhere, or financial struggles, leads to a sense of helplessness. But the truth is, you're never stuck unless you decide to be. The difference between people who rise above their challenges and those who stay stuck comes down to one thing: choice. A growth mindset helps you break free from this trap. According to psychologist Carol Dweck, people with a growth mindset believe their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. They see challenges as opportunities for learning, not as roadblocks. So when you feel stuck, remind yourself that you have the power to change your circumstances. The entitlement mindset. We live in a world where instant gratification is the norm. This has led to a dangerous mindset: entitlement. The belief that you deserve success, wealth, or happiness simply because you exist can be incredibly toxic. This mindset leads to complacency, laziness, and ultimately, failure. Successful people know that nothing is owed to them. They earn it through hard work, discipline, and perseverance. There's a common misconception that success happens overnight, but as motivational speaker Jim Rohn wisely said, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. The perfectionism trap. Perfectionism may seem like a positive trait, but it can actually be a major roadblock. When you believe you need to be perfect to be worthy of success, you set yourself up for disappointment. The fear of making mistakes often leads to procrastination or complete inaction. But here's the truth: perfection doesn't exist. What successful people understand is that progress beats perfection every time. Taking imperfect action is still action, and every step forward, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goals. The mindset shift here is crucial. Instead of aiming for perfection, aim for continuous improvement. The empowering mindsets that make your life. The growth mindset. The growth mindset is one of the most powerful tools for achieving success. This mindset is rooted in the belief that your abilities aren't fixed, but can be developed over time with effort, learning, and persistence. With a growth mindset, failure is not something to fear. It's a stepping stone toward success. It's about embracing challenges, learning from feedback, and continuously evolving. For example, Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." When you adopt a growth mindset, you begin to see failure as feedback, not as an end. Every obstacle becomes an opportunity to learn and grow. The abundance mindset. An abundance mindset is the opposite of scarcity thinking. Instead of believing that resources like success, wealth, and opportunities are limited, you begin to understand that there's more than enough to go around. People with an abundance mindset don't fear competition. They collaborate, share knowledge, and help others rise alongside them. This mindset fosters gratitude, generosity, and a sense of inner peace. Research by psychologist Dr. Brené Brown highlights that abundance-minded people are happier and more fulfilled because they focus on what they have rather than what they lack. Gratitude, as Brown notes, can transform how we see the world. The resilience mindset. Lastly, there's the resilience mindset, one that sees adversity not as a stumbling block but as a chance to rise. People with a resilient mindset understand that setbacks are inevitable, but they don't let those setbacks define them. Instead, they use challenges to build strength and character. Resilience is the ability to bounce back, to keep pushing forward when things get tough. Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest boxers of all time, captured this mindset perfectly when he said, "I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit, suffer now, and live the rest of your life as a champion." This is the essence of resilience, doing what's hard today so you can thrive tomorrow. A personal story. The power of mindset in action. Let me share a personal story. A year ago, I felt stuck, trapped in a cycle of self-doubt, fear, and anxiety. I was convinced that my circumstances defined me, but then I realized that my mindset was holding me back. I began to shift my thinking. I adopted a growth mindset, viewing challenges as learning opportunities rather than threats. I embraced an abundance mindset, collaborating with others instead of competing. Slowly but surely, my life started to change. I felt empowered. I took action. And now I'm living a life I never thought possible. This transformation didn't happen overnight, but it all started with a mindset shift. The power of choice. As Winston Churchill said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Your mindset can either make or break your life. It's that simple. The question is, which mindset are you choosing today? Take some time to reflect. Are your mindsets serving you, or are they holding you back? Remember, you always have the power to change them.